Hey, today we're going to be talking about staying in front of the curve and staying on trend and being more than prepared for what's to come. So, if you don't know me already, my name is Kate Waldo Jones with Kate Waldo and Company, and I help bloggers and influencers create financially successful, sustainable, and viable businesses with organization. So, if you want to hear more about what we're talking about today, head on over to our free Facebook group. That'll be linked where this video is and linked in my profile. It is Productivity Hacks for Overwhelmed Bloggers is our free Facebook group. So join us over there. We talk a lot about this stuff. So when it comes to staying ahead of the curve and being keeping up with the trends, it's really important to do that. You probably think about that when it comes to what kind of content you're publishing and what type of campaigns you're working on, who you're working with, what ways of communicating with them. But this is something that you may not have considered is when you think about your big companies who are on the cutting edge of what is happening, especially in the digital world and the marketing world, the influencer world. We think about Google and we think about Amazon. And what they're doing right now is they are staying in your face by having lots of different touch points of where they contact you. It may be in your Instagram feed, it's on the browser of every website that you go to. You see all those ads. You go to the website and it shows you the same ads that you've been seeing. It's on Facebook. It's everywhere. Now they're starting to get into apps where they, like Uber Eats even has ads on them. But the point is, what they're doing that I would encourage you to do is they are providing a cohesive customer experience across every touch point that they have with you. So you are being served an ad. Say you went and looked at Shop Dandy's Amazon haul, and you went and looked at a couple of the sweaters or dresses that she posted on Amazon. Well, if you then left and came back to Amazon later and it was showing you the latest headphones and Xbox games, you would be kind of confused and turned off and say, I don't think this isn't stuff that I look at all. This isn't what I'm interested in at all. And you would be less likely to stay on the site and stay with it. Amazon would feel like disconnected from you. It would feel like they don't really know you and they don't really care about what you are wanting to see. So how do we bring that back to what we're doing as bloggers and influencers? That means that having a cohesive brand across all of your platforms is very important. We don't want someone to follow you on Instagram, love your aesthetic, love all the things you post about and you talk about. Say you are a fitness coach and you talk about different eating plans and you talk about different recipes, different workouts, and then they go to your website and it's fashion or it's only workout plans. It's no eating, nothing about food, nothing about recipes. And they're kind of confused and bummed and like, well, wait, that doesn't make sense because when I follow her on Instagram, she talks about all these things, but when I look at her blog, it's totally different. And then maybe they go to your YouTube channel and your YouTube channel is all like videos of you hiking with your dog and a drone or something. Cool, but not relevant to what you talk about on your Instagram. So it doesn't really make sense. And that person is less likely to continue to engage with you on multiple different platforms and in multiple different ways and form a true relationship with you because they're confused. They're just genuinely confused. What do you do? What is your niche? What do you talk about? What is your area of expertise? That will become confusing if you are not creating a customer experience that is cohesive across all of your platforms. So if you are able to, the goal would be that at every touch point and every platform that you have, it makes sense. Yes, it may be a little bit different content on your YouTube channel versus your Instagram versus your blog and your website, but it still is cohesive. It makes sense. The person that is going to those pages says, oh yeah, Kate does this, and this is what she does on both Instagram and on Facebook in her free group, and she's doing it on her website, and it's on her YouTube channel. It may look a little different, but it's all basically the same type of content. It's helping bloggers and influencers create sustainable and financially successful businesses. But it would be very confusing if it was different on all the different platforms. So being organized and having a plan for how you're going to execute this and keep all of your content streamlined and similar, cohesive, so that your followers have a good experience when they come to you. Also on the brand side, they want to see this too. They want to see that you are pushing out this content consistently to all of your different platforms, that you are pitching to them, that you are going to give them content on, that it makes sense. It would make sense for their brand, because it makes sense as a follower of you, that when I go to your different platforms, it all goes together. It all makes sense. Something is not an outlier and makes zero sense. So I hope that was helpful. This is where a lot of artificial intelligence and data-driven marketing is going. So staying ahead of the curve is really important, and staying on trend with what these trendy is like a bad word, but in this sense, you want to be trendy. You want to stay ahead of that trend and be prepared for what's to come, because if you're planning on that now and have that cohesive plan for what all of your content channels will look like, you will be way ahead of the curve. And when everybody has to do it, you will have already been doing it, because you've got that plan in place and you're super organized. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a heart in the comments if you enjoyed it and want to hear more like this. And if you want to give me suggestions for other things to talk about, please do. And don't forget to join us over in my free Facebook group, Productivity Hacks for Overwhelmed Bloggers. You can find the link where this video is and in my profile. So I will see you soon.